Okay, so hello everyone. I'm going to lead this discussion session. I'm Agatha from France. Never mind. So we talked about generative knowledge and how we can use it to design. And we need to, from the generative knowledge, we need to build big data and everything. And to access this knowledge, we need to read a lot of books, a lot of theses, a lot of papers, which are all around the world. And started to, it's now books are started to have, we have access on the internet with Google Books and everything. But it's still like very complicated. If you want something, you need to read a lot of books to have one equation in one book and one equation in another book. So should we start making a big database with all the scientific equations, so like it's easier for design, you can access to one equation you want to use and everything. So should we stopping writing books to make all design, or should we change about this? This is what I want to talk about. So yeah, should we go paperless? How can we facilitate the access to data to design equation, the physics and everything? And yeah, what do you think about this? How can we do this, or should we do it or not?
I think we are already doing this. I mean, with all the e-books now, if you want to buy a book, now
Yeah.
you always have the PDF version.
Yeah, you can.
So I think
yeah, but you still have to like find the book, and you still have to like in the book search for the right equation you want to. But should we like build a big database with like equation for this, equation for that, rules for this, rule for that, like a big.
It depends always on what you want to do. Like maybe I think it's very difficult to have a specific database for everything you need. Because maybe you need it for, I don't know, some kind of fluid dynamics, you need this equation, maybe someone else needs one equation from one argument and another one to make something different. So you're going to be like infinite amount of databases for every purpose you need. It's too long.
No, mm.
Feeling that we feel when we read the book is not the same as paper and ebook. It's different, right? And I also feel like that way. I prefer paper book than ebook.
But that just for read, or also for scientific reason? Like when you're doing scientific research, do you also prefer writing?
Yes or no, because when I read paper, journal paper, I always print out and I read it. That's my way of doing it, but maybe some people just prefer to read in the ebook, like on the iPad. But for the scientific reason, maybe it will be convenient to have access to internet, because as you said, many equations, many theorems, something like that. But it depends on the situation and also genre that you want to try. So, because of people like me,
think going paperless will not be a good idea, because we reproduced our ideas mainly on paper. And for doing so, every one releases an ebook, there is also a hard copy in most of the cases. And that helps a lot in understanding as a paper ebook.
And I think the aspect of story, if we make the real book, we need the more space for real piece, real work. But if we make the ebook, that we don't have some space, but we need some small stories. And Google and some other company already made some data story on the ground or on the sea. So I think the ebook is more efficient and useful for the future.
I guess a combination of both would be the best way to go forward, since like the efficiency, like ebooks can be used when we need to find something quick, but we don't need to get into the derivations or the mathematical formulations behind it. Whereas if we have a hard copy, the mathematical derivations, like it's easy to understand those rather than in an ebook.
Why?
The derivations?
But why is it better to understand when you have it written than in an ebook?
Yeah, it's better to understand it, the derivations, when we have it in the hard copy, in the like paper format.
Okay.
It's written the same way?
Yeah, it's like it's exactly the same thing.
If I made a demonstration on paper and then I put it in ebooks, it's the same demonstration written the same way, just on computer or paper.
But you wrote it, right?
No, but I mean,
it's like I'm reading someone else's reproduction.
Yeah.
It won't provide me that much knowledge if I'm writing it on my own. That is the first point. My point is understanding a mathematical derivation or a derivation of a complex thing is better when we have it in a hard copy format. That is my point.
Right. Yeah. Would it be right? So you're saying writing it down is easier to understand than just
having it written down is better in like reading and understanding it.
That you can write down.
Sorry?
What if you have a tablet where you can write down in a point? Isn't it the same thing?
That's my opinion.
I have another point.
You can open several books simultaneously on your desk, but you probably will have just one ebook.
That's just
you can open more pages.
yeah, you can have more pages, or it's just limitations to technology. I mean, if we have more tablets.
All right. If you have multiple ebooks, it will be the same.
But the cost of opening multiple ebooks is even higher than multiple books. If you have multiple ebooks, you have to open them, you have to have multiple screens.
In the long term, you don't have to buy more books. You just have to buy one ebook. It's just the initial cost. And like normal books they're not that expensive, but engineering books they're like $400.
Yes.
Okay. Nothing else to say. Okay, so you think maybe that using data or ebooks would be good. I have an experience in the industry where actually it was for the old Airbus. I don't know if you know Airbus. For the old A330, they still use the paper design to build specific pieces. And for the new A320 Neo, they use all the computers and everything. And but in the industry they have this problem, like if a piece is wrong, and if you want to check quickly if the shape is okay or not, for the A330 it was really easy because I had this paper design 2D drawing, and they just put the piece on the drawing and just check if it was okay or not. With the A320 Neo, they just had the CAD CAD document, CAD, yeah, file. Thank you, and to check if the piece was correct, they had to measure or take an appareil or a machine to check if it was okay or not. So it takes time, it takes money. So should we continue going this way, or should we just also think about maybe still have some simple paper design data and not only doing on computers? Because so we are using data for knowledge, but should we also use the data to process, like if you have an equation and you just process your sheet and have your CAD file, or should we try to use your data to make your design, but also doing on paper so it can be easier to work on with it afterwards? Or yeah, what do you think?
Can't we just take out a printout of the design?
Yeah, but it means
Like it's like easier compared to like hearing it when you say you have to scan the model and then compare it, right?
but if you, yeah, but that's still, okay, they had not only one paper, they had like transparent paper, so you can have put one on each other, and it's, okay, you can still do this with the computer, but it's taking a long time. You need to do it like afterwards. So okay, but there's like two things. You can just do all on the computer and then print it, or you can try to do it with the paper, and then like try to design it with in the paper first, and then do it on the computer. There's two different ways, and they used to do it paper first and then computer, or not, or even not do it on computer, and now they're doing computer and sometimes paper, but not that much. You think you should do the second way or the first way? Or
It depends upon everyone's design approach. Some people like to first draft on paper and then go to computer and resolve everything. But and other people directly use computer and achieve the final design.
and what's the advantage of doing directly to computer or directly to paper? Because you have different information when you start with computer, when you start with paper, or you different approach. What the advantage and inconvenience of each one?
When we start on paper, it helps in simplifying the design very easily. But when using computer, you do not have to simplify your design in the early stage. You simplify design at the end.
I guess in the using computers, the collaboration between different team members is easy. Like everyone can collaborate at the same time using the cloud softwares nowadays. So instead of paper, like at most 2 or 3 persons would be able to discuss and move ahead. Like, but when we consider team size of 10 plus, 20 plus, the computer-based solutions provide everyone to get connected to each other and share their inputs and ideas at the same point of time. So I guess the computer-based method improves the efficiency of the team as a whole, along with the collaboration, I guess.
Everybody really wants to have a fully, really need to start from the computer. The drawings produced by the solidified, maybe like in the Airbus, they might be starting from
Mm.
and that's very efficient. It still runs very quick. I don't know, I'm understanding the lab.
Yeah, no, yeah, okay. Forget about it.
Computer first.
Hmm?
Computer first.
Computer first.
I think it depends on the product. Maybe some products are easier to design by paper, other easier by computer. I mean, actually, I'm not a designer, so I don't know exactly, but I think it depends. Maybe if you have to do like a house, design a house, it's easier to do like paper and then you start with the CAD. Maybe a simple product doesn't make sense to. If you have to design just, I don't know, like maybe a simple pen, doesn't make sense to draw and then put on computer. Just put on computer because you save time.
I think in the end, if you're developing a product or engineering something or an architecture, I think computer is like a necessity because it needs to be calculated. You need to make a mold. You need to calculate everything. You need to assemble everything. So in the end, I think computer is needed.
Yeah, no, what I meant is like maybe sometimes it's easy to use also paper, like
In the initial phase.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But to like see a different way, and maybe to modify something is easier by paper. Yeah.
You may use iPad in the initial phase. Using a computer.
Yeah, for me, yeah. So, like every one of you, when you start engineering something or just when you have a project looking at some stuff, you would directly go to on CAD. You don't really think about how to do it on paper. Okay. I still prefer doing my paper work before. So, yeah, I think it depends on people too. Okay, no one wants to add anything? Thank you.
You have another one?
No.
Okay, no. Okay, thank you. So good discussion. But please update your slides
Yeah.
so that we can understand.
Yeah.
Too short. We may try to automate more so that we can read and
Okay.
understand, right? Without your
You have me,
explanation.
yeah.
I may say on your topic of discussion, say that if you think about, say, elementary school child is working on the shop floor, and then giving to him a girl or boy the paper drawing or CAD model, which one will be better?
Paper.
See, for the paper drawing, you need to learn how to read. Right? There is a separate training class. Also, CAD too. So both of them, you need to learn how to use. So maybe similar, but in the say near future, there will be some artificial intelligence involved in the CAD system, so that we can ask to using voice recognition what can be the measure of that dimension. Then computer can answer without need to measure it, right? Also, the robot can do work with the computer file. But using paper drawing, it's not easy for them, for robots to work. Because he needs to scan and then recognize the model first and then bring. So in the future, it will be go on to digital world.